So here we are with another stand here at the Warren. Evolution E-Types have let us have a little look round some restoration of their E-Type Jaguar, which obviously is a standout, famous Jaguar. And I've got Uryk here and Dan, who are going to talk me through what's happened with these particular two Jaguar E-Types here, because there's a lot that's happened, been restored, and there's a lot of stuff that's still sort of the same, I think, but then there's a lot of modifications as well. So hand over to the people that know about it. So who wants to start, Uryk or Dan? Okay, you're volunteering Uryk first. So yeah, if you want to talk me through it a little bit, that'd be great.
Basically, what an evolution is, it's an E-Type for the 21st century. So basically what we've done is we've taken a standard steel E-Type and we've updated it, re-engineered it and enhanced it. So essentially, when you look at the car as it is, it just looks like a standard E-Type, but then you start peeling the layers back and you discover that it's actually a little bit more than what you would expect it to be. So like the engine's a high torque engine, it's all stainless steel, it's got power steering, it's got air conditioning, it's got a 5-speed gearbox, it's got re-engineered suspension, it's got 21st century shock absorbers. The car drives like a modern car.
Right, okay.
Now, it still retains, and this is the important bit, it retains the character of the original car.
Right.
It's got that DNA going all the way through it. Now, if you get rid of that, it becomes a kit car. Now, that's not what it is. It's actually, you get in the car, it's like the interior, there's no vinyl, it's all leather, but we've retained all of the original features, but made it so, very subtly, made it more, a lot better, and better to drive, better to look at, better to drive.
It's essentially a restoration, but built to our specification. So we're like 5-speed manual gearbox, air conditioning, uprated suspension, uprated engine internals, that sort of thing.
Revived the E-Type.
Made it more nicer car to drive, really.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Because a lot of the, I mean, you don't want to sort of hop on about classic cars. They're not maybe fit and to last the test of time. So this is the whole idea behind what you're doing here.
A lot of the parts we make are stainless steel, so they don't go rusty.
Gotcha. Right. Okay. And it still looks absolutely amazing.
It looks amazing. It looks like an original car, but it's more reliable. It's better to drive.
Right.
It's better to drive than an original E-Type. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
A lot of people would actually.
So do you get the classic car bods coming in, going, this isn't an E-Type? Yeah.
Right. This is wrong and that's wrong, but it's just.
But they're kind of missing the point of what you're trying to do, I think.
Exactly. Yeah.
We try to do something different. Try and make them more refined, nicer to drive.
Lot more. I think if Jaguar had actually put the minds to it and maybe done like what Aston Martin did and reduced the numbers, the build numbers, they would have actually done something like this and made the cars a lot better.
Right. Okay. But I mean, reviving a classic. I mean, you can't get much better than that. Right. So here we have another one that is mid-build. Well, I say mid-build. It's pretty much 90% complete. And we're just going to talk a little bit about how long it actually takes to actually restore one of these and make it and tweak it to make it fit for use on today's road. So I mean, how long from start to finish has this one sort of taken?
Oh, this one's, because it's been like a prototype, it's taken quite a few years to get to this stage.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So how we're 90% complete on this?
Yeah, just about.
Just about. So what are we waiting on?
Running gear, engine, that sort of thing. Brakes need pipes and stuff like that, but it's almost there. And then we just need to do some road miles with it.
Right. Gotcha. Okay. So I mean, we'll talk about. I mean, how much these are. We won't talk about so much how much these are sort of worth, because you can't really put a price on it. I understand, but in terms of what you're doing, it's quite unique, is it? I mean, how many people are kind of doing this up and down the country? I mean, they're sort of doing similar stuff.
There's a couple of companies doing it, yeah, but not, I believe, to the standard that we're going to.
Okay.
I mean,
there's no one who does everything like we do. We do everything in house, so there's a lot of stuff that we do ourselves from the ground up.
Right. Okay.
We build the body shells, do the interior. We build the 5-speed gearboxes, power steering, and all that. So we don't just buy everything for the cars and assemble them.
Right.
We build a lot of it
So
ourselves.
if you actually look at all the bits, I mean, there's a selection of parts here.
Right.
But I mean, a lot of this stuff, in fact, all of this stuff we make, and that's what goes onto the car. So you've got the engine, you've got gearbox parts, you've got running gear parts, everything, pistons, conrods, pulleys, suspension parts, all goes on that car. So we're kind of unique in that respect, and we control manufacture because we actually make everything in-house.
Gotcha. Okay.
Things like wheels, at the moment we're getting them, they're getting supplied, the glass, a few trim items, everything else we make. Clocks are reconditioned, and on this particular car it's going to start life with a cast iron engine, a standard engine, a 4.2. That's actually stroked out to 4.7 litres, but eventually it'll have that and that.
Gotcha. I see what you mean.
Just to get us going. Yeah.
Wow. Fantastic.
So again, this car is based on a Series 1 E-Type. We've stretched it, we've lowered it, but we've retained that all-important DNA. So the dash, the interior, the seats, the suspension, everything's based on Series 1 E-Type.
Yeah.
We've just tidied it up, and then obviously we've based this is actually based on a low drag coupe. We've taken the roof off, we've turned it into a roadster. So this is just an open car, but the ones after this will actually have the facility to wear a hood.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because that's one thing we found out, that people actually do want the
Yeah.
just in case. Like the weather today.
Well, like the weather today, exactly. Unfortunately, we don't live in a Spain or somewhere like where it's got hot weather all year round. But yeah, no, I think more or less what you're saying. I mean, you're making it better, if anything, and it's but always keeping that DNA all the way through. I think it's absolutely stunning, to be honest. Love it. But really appreciate your time. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Thank you.